This is Doki Exit Music Redux, Part 1 of Act 2, Home Life. I really don't think... Heartbeats? Well, oh, it wasn't real. It wasn't real echo. Put yourself together, calm, pull the covers over me, and quickly get onto my feet on the ground and pinch the bridge of my nose. Ugh. It feels like it's about to explode. I'll probably have to take some painkillers or something. I'm in desperate need of some water. Guess I'll have to get up then. So I stand up from my sitting and open the bedroom door. I stop from noticing my clothes from the night before in front of me. I reach down and pick them up. Might as well bring them down for a wash. I exit the room, my stomach growls like a wild animal. Probably because the last thing I ate was a bag of crisps. I really need to get some groceries today. My legs quiver at the attempt to walk down the stairs. I reach the bottom, a certain pink-haired girl clutches, catching my eye, laying on one of the living room couches. Hey. Alright. Usually, despite being clearly nervous, has healed somewhat, though not by much. As for herself, she looks like she's trying to nod off to sleep. What you got there? Some clothes to the washing machine. You got everything you need to go? You got anything that needs to go into? I might have some, yeah. I'll grab them in a bit. Cool. So you came down here? There's something up with the spare room, or? You yawn, stretching your arms past her head momentarily. No. I was hoping to see there's something I could put on the TV. Some background noise. But there's never anything good on. And well, I just kind of stuck around. Because you already started melting into the couch? Yeah. Maybe a little bit. She sluggishly stretches her arms out once more. Before you ask, no, I haven't slept. I got a little bit, like half an hour. That's hardly... Do you want to talk about it? No need. I think you can already guess. Yeah. Dude doesn't know how to confront her, hesitantly puts a hand on her shoulder. Looks up at me with a weak smile. I was there for a minute or two, no words exchanged between us. Two enveloped themselves company to do anything but savor the moment. For a long night, Tsuki speaks up. I'm still trying to process this, you know. I know I've already said this, but it's just so surreal to me. You asked me to put clothes in the washing machine like it's almost a natural thing in the world. Like I already live here. She sits up, swinging her legs off the couch to herself. Well, you do. I know that, but that's the weird part. But hey, since I am, I might as well chip in with the chores, right? So I'll take care of the dirty clothes. You sure? I'm perfectly fine, I'm sure I want to help you out. I'll ask for leaving to you. I'll put them down by here or something. She motions towards the coffee table. I'll go get my load and we can get them in the machine. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. I dump the dirty clothes on the table. Stretch out to grab the television remote. I take it on. Pressing the home button, she opens the enormous tab, checking the time. Just past 10:30. Dad would have gone straight to work at like 7. Doesn't usually check on me in the morning, so he may not know yet. Well, that's a relief. Yeah. As for later, oh, I don't know. Guess we'll have to do as you say. Just wait it out. Yeah. So maybe... Echo, what are you still doing here? Oh my... Natsuki? What the heck happened to you? And what are you doing here? Sorry, please calm down. It's a long story. Natsuki looks towards me for guidance while Sayori is fixated in her eye. I can tell what she's thinking. Bad excuse or to the truth? We'll get a chance to respond. Natsuki seemingly makes her mind up, saying, Okay, Sayori. You can tell absolutely no one about this. Not Monica, or Yuri, or your parents, or anyone else. Please. Okay. It's my dad, he... Last night we got into argument, something trivial, I think it was about the TV remote or something. I called him a... Probably shouldn't repeat it here, and he threw the remote at me. Hit me square in the eye. But don't take it the wrong way, he never laid a finger on me before. He just freaked out, I guess. I mean, I still wasn't gonna take a second more of that junk and came here. And Echo as well, he's been kind enough to let me crash for a while. Until the dust settles, I guess. Okay then. I's pleaded with me to go along with the story. No choice but to get caught up in the lie. Stands shot, at least speechless in the face of new information. Suki lets a small chuckle in an attempt to diffuse the tension, but does little to quell her concern. Natsuki. That between Natsuki and I, trying to fully comprehend what just happened. Vija put on Natsuki's sword, but she flinches. Sayori yanks her arm back. I would say to him, but can't get any words out. This is a lot for her. The silence is unbearable. I feel myself tensing up. Heart is racing. Find Natsuki ends the silence. So yeah. Feels of having nothing else to say. Nat? Brings doing the close hug. Natsuki winces a bit, but returns it. I'm sorry. I'm glad you stood up for yourself. I wasn't going to lay down and accept it now, was I? Let's go Natsuki and sighs. Yeah, I'm sorry that I just walked in. It's not your fault. Anyone would want an explanation seeing me like this. That's why I'm avoiding school today. Last thing I want is for others to worry. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Her voice chills us as her dejected eyes look at me. As always, she feels helpless to do anything for Natsuki. I step in and try to give her some peace of mind. Natsuki is safe, and right now, that's all that matters. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. So I explain softens as some of her worries dissipate. Promise? I promise, we won't keep you in the dark. A sigh of relief escapes her. But again, no one else can know about this. I know, Echo, I won't tell a soul. Like you said, that means a lot. If you ever need anything, I'm always ready to help. For a brief moment, she flashes a sincere smile before turning back towards the door. That face. I'm really sorry, but I gotta get to school. And I missed my first lesson, so... Oh yeah, of course. Well, I'll see you guys later. Alright, sorry. See you later. She dashes out the front door, closing it gently on the way out. That, what exactly was that? What do you mean, what was that? You said he only hurt you once. Obviously, you're all going to tell her the whole story. I didn't exactly have time to come up with a better excuse. On that note, why on earth did she just walk in? It's a neighbor thing. I should have warned you about it. Sorry. It's fine, I guess. Why didn't you just tell her the whole story? Same reason I never told anyone else. Don't get me wrong, I like them. I don't trust them not to see me as some frail, abused, sad little girl. So why... Different, Echo. You actually... Ugh, never mind. Augustine falls between us. Neither of us know how to continue the conversation. First eyes taking a seat back on the couch. Unsure of what to do myself, I consider sitting myself down next to her. Another minute of uncomfortable silence follows. I already regret lying. You did what you thought was right. I'm sure Sayori would understand. But to anyone, I think she knows at least a little of how it feels. And a secret you can't tell anyone, no matter how much it hurts you. I guess. You sure she won't tell anyone? Well, I've been friends since we were kids. You know how she can be sometimes, but I think she's smarter than she lets on. Safe to say, I trust her with my life. You know, with how much she talks about you at the club, I figured you'd known each other for a while. I mean, she does live next door. That's how we met when I moved in. She mentioned that once. Chuckled, shaking my head. Should have known. She told about how often, when you first moved here, you were scared of her. And eventually she managed to coerce you in becoming her friend. Holding in a laugh, I've always... Whether it's the fact that I was scared of Sayori of all people, or the look on my face remains to be seen. Did she happen to tell you why I was scared? I don't know. Can't remember everything she said. Okay, I'll tell you. When we arrived, I looked out the car window to see the first time I see her face. I see her face nearly pressed up against the window. It gave me quite the scare, as you could imagine. I like to think it gave both our parents quite a shock as well. After a while, I spent days not going outside because I knew she was waiting for me. I didn't think a single day went by in that period of time where she didn't visit us. It definitely didn't help that she lived so close by. So yeah, she pretty much held me hostage in becoming her friend. I guess nothing's really changed after all. Yeah, I guess so. That must have been a nightmare. I covered my face with my hand and tried to hide the embarrassment. Tell me about it. There was a time she tricked me in getting a scary movie to watch while her parents were asleep. She told me it was a comedy. Safe to say I didn't sleep that night. Man, I never realized I was the kind of person to do that. Trust me, she's more cunning than she looks. Hey, by the way, oh, this one's even better. In our school, there was a big science fair they held every year. It wasn't an ordinary science fair either. It had a ton of really cool prizes. One that everyone wanted was this really big electric race track. But of everyone, I think I wanted it more than anyone. Thing is though, you have to get first place. I tried harder and harder every year until eventually I got second place. Next year I was determined to get it, but I saw I having a lot of trouble with it, and I eventually asked she wanted help. Truth be told, I kind of felt bad about seeing her like that, so I just dropped everything and helped her out. We agreed I wasn't going to do all the work for her, and she said she'd put most of the effort. However, I promised I would always be there. We worked on a project day after day, but I was always there in case she needed help. By the time the science fair came around, she had finished an elaborate project on how air pollution affects the planet. She ended up getting third place. And I think you've guessed, but I didn't get past the research for my stage for my project. I didn't care. I'm proud of her. So were her parents. Felt bad about how I didn't get my own project, but she sometimes apologizes for it today. And while yeah, only the racetrack, it's up until the point that really helped the story, really woke me up to the fact I like learning about that stuff. Man, science is pretty much the only subject I still somewhat enjoy. And I owe it to her. Yeah, that's a pretty good day. Everything needs to go red. I only just realized how much I've been talking non-stop. Wow. That was one mad story. Yeah. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. Don't worry, you're not as bad as Yuri. At least you can make things you talk about interesting. I laugh at that remark. Whatever you say. That does sound nice though. Yeah. You know, having a strong friendship with someone. I mean, yeah, but why are you saying it like that? I have fidgets in her seat a little. I never had many friends. That was Dad. Club is the closest thing to a group of friends I've had in years. Even then, I had to make stuff up with him a little to go to Monica's house. She had a party there a month or so back. Said it was some club assignment. Looking back, I'm surprised he bought it. I just wanted friends, you know? I'm on the shoulder. But anyway, you're my best friend. You're still a dummy though. Hey. Smirks and giggles, toss me the remote. Hopefully there's something watchable on. Take it you're not hungry? Chicks ahead. I'm good for now. I'll help you cook a nice dinner tonight. How's that? There's no TV and starts flipping through the channels. Fine by me. The cooking's not the greatest. Nor is my baking. Remember those cupcakes? Good, yeah. You definitely need practice, but you'll get plenty of it. We just need the ingredients. Natsuki suddenly stops abruptly, gazing at the TV screen. Eyes suddenly light up. Oh wow. I haven't seen this in years. Huh? I look at the TV to see what's caught her attention. Vibrant coloured fish swim through a large tank filled with coral as teenagers longingly gaze at each other from both sides, accompanied by a mushy love song. What's the movie? Yeah. I used to love it to death when I was a kid. I watched it all the time. I must have seen it twice a week. Turning back to TV, we watch on as the scene drags out for over a minute. Endless jump cuts pan to each other, switching focuses from the teens to a fish tank and back from shots that's inside the fish tank. This? Try as I might, I can't have a let it grown. Hey, don't give me that. It might be a little cheesy, but doesn't mean it's bad. I bet you'd like some goofy over-the-top things yourself. Shall we go through your anime collection? That's not... Okay, fair point. Come on, give it a chance. Alright. Might as well. Take a seat beside you on the couch. See? Told you. I'm gonna get up from the couch and stretch. Peering over at the news clock, I noticed over 2 hours have passed. Wow, we must have been watching this junk for that long. Oh, shut up. You were enjoying it. I could see it in your eyes. Oh, it seems like you were more interested in looking my way than the film you love so much. Embarrassed as she gives it a gaze as her face grows bright red. I didn't mean it that way. I was just gauging your reaction to the film, man. I completely believe you. Whatever, my point stands. You liked it. Okay, I may have underestimated it. It's certainly got personality. It's still probably one of the cheesiest things I've ever seen. I mean, the acting was so hummy, it was hard to take it seriously. But that's what makes it so fun. Like, yeah, it's a tragedy at heart, but the over-top acting is what separates the campy scenes from the, well, tragic ones. Like the house party. I had no idea what was going on throughout most of that scene. It felt so disconnected from the rest of the film. Well, I couldn't tell you about half the scenes even mean, but they still mean something to me, you know? I don't want to take that away from you. It's just not for me, I guess. Yeah, I guess not. Russell silent for a moment, not too sure where to go from here. Trying to look for something, anything to distract from the odd tension in the room, my eyes draw to the kitchen. Feeling hungry yet? I sure do. Actually, yeah. Bacon sandwich sound good? Sounds good. Heading out and head into the kitchen. I turn towards the refrigerator and yank it open. However, there's no bacon in sight. In fact, there's hardly anything here. Oh no. Thinking about it, we're lonely everything at the moment. Which actually makes now the perfect time to get some groceries. Hey Natsuki. She makes her way into the kitchen. What's up? There's no bacon here. In fact, we're running low pretty much on groceries in general. I've got some bread, maybe a few slices of turkey or something. Unless you want some oats. Natsuki's face twists in disgust. Gross. Thought so. So I'm gonna have to head to the store sometime this afternoon. In fact, I should probably just get it out of the way now. Wanna come with? Natsuki gestures towards her face. Oh, right. Sorry. So you'll be fine here? Yeah. Promise I won't burn the place down. Alas. You wouldn't have any sunglasses, would you? Sounds stupid, but it should do the trick. I don't think so. Maybe. Well, I wouldn't mind coming with you if I could cover up my eye. I could go and take a look. I know where I can find some sunglasses. Actually, give me a minute. I rush upstairs into the spare room. Out of the cupboards opposite the couch. When I start on looking for the sunglasses, could be finally land in the shoe box on top of the cupboard. Taking the lid off, I scour through the years of worth junk in the box. Old figurines, stiff joints, broken CDs, video game cartridges before my time. Finally at the bottom box, I found what I'm looking for. Sayori's old sunglasses. She must have let some here years ago. They're quite a little flashy. It's worth a shot though. Midway back downstairs, Natsuki's waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs. Any luck? Actually, yeah. So something tells me you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like your style though. Oh, they can't be that bad. Hand them over to her. You're kidding. Come on, come on. Fine. Let's exaggerate side before putting the sunglasses on. I try to keep a straight face, but I can't help but letting out a little bit of a chuckle. Yeah, there's no way on earth I'm wearing these. But they're so cute. Oh, shut up. They at least do the job. I don't care. It's not worth going looking outside looking like some 70s rock star. She tosses sunglasses aside, finally landing on the couch. Hey, watch it. Those shades aren't mine. Whose are they? Oh, they're Sayori's. They're from years ago, though. Right, now you mention it, I definitely get that impression. So I take you knocking with? Yeah, pass. Hey, I'll keep your teeth warm. Let us soft chuckle. You want anything? Well, since you ask, I do have a sweet tooth. Maybe some chocolate? Don't sweat it if you can't, though. Gotcha. So, hang on. And she rips off a square kitchen roll. Hey, do you want a marker? Yeah, sure. I look on the dining table to find a marker laying across some crumpled paper. Oh, great. I ever finished a poem for the club. But given the events of last night, I can hardly be blamed for forgetting. Regardless, I grab the marker, toss the paper in the trash, and hand it to Natsuki. Marker in hand, she starts scribbling away at the weak tissue paper, somehow avoiding any major tears. Hands it over to me and I fold it, stuffing it into my pocket. Now you won't forget. Thanks. Won't be long, the store's not too far. I'll manage a terrifying Home Alone experience. Alright, I'll be back soon. Again, Natsuki a wave goodbye as I head out the door. Midway down to the shopping district, as I pass by I noticed an autumn leaf fluttering along the sidewalk. Is it fall already? No wonder there's such a chill. With the store now in view, I quicken my pace. I make my way inside. I'm engulfed in a warm aroma of indoor heaters. I take a basket from the rack and pull out pieces of tissue paper with a shopping list on it. Bacon, eggs, flour, caster sugar, whipped cream and chocolate. She should have really given me some quantities because I don't know how much of these I should get. I have a limited budget, so I should give me a solid limit on how much I can get. I sell the ads for each item on the list and cross them off as I do so. Bacon, sugar, whipped cream, eggs, flour. You know, I should get some stuff for dinner tonight. I could go for some grilled fish and rice. Now the chocolate bar. Fortunately, the snack aisle is just opposite the self-checkout tiles. I skim through the mountain of snacks unsure what would be to Natsuki's taste until... Oh, she looks tired. She looks tired. She does not look good. I skim through the mountain unsure what to get until... Oh, Echo? Fancy you here. Monica? What's she doing here? Hi, Monica, what's going on? Oh, nothing. Just getting some snacks to the club. What about you? Don't exactly look ready for the club. She chuckles in an attempt to lighten the mood, but I'm not too tired to laugh with her. She takes a notice of my lack of enthusiasm and quickly backpedals. Gosh, listen to me, mine is just fixated on the club. Sorry, maybe the son need a break. Don't worry about it, I haven't been to school today either, so... No? Why is that? Been a rough week, I should just keep it at that. Are you okay, Echo? The tone screams concern from me, and for a second I almost considered telling her everything. Quickly push the thought aside and give a vague explanation instead. I'm fine really, I just want to get into it. Monica runs sack in the shelves, indeterminately tossing all manners of snacks in her basket. She looks Stressed. She slept? Probably not right to me to ask. I do anyway. Are you... Huh? I meant, are you okay? Monica stops and takes a deep breath, averting her eyes. But within a second, she looks me in the eye and smiles warmly. It looks like she's being genuine. I'm okay, Echo. I appreciate you asking. It shows how caring you are. With other words, she awkwardly goes back to her snack hunting. Nice one, Echo. Better change the topic. So, what are all these for? Oh, I was planning a bit of a surprise party. But if you can't make it today, perhaps I should reschedule. Yeah. I'll definitely be in next week onwards, promise. Okay. I'm just concerned is all. We are barely a club without you, so you being away is... She sighs. Then smiles. But if you're to come back next week, that's great. I will. Gesture towards the snacks again. But what's the occasion? Well... You know better than any of us how I've been feeling pretty down lately. So I wanted to plan something nice for her to cheer her up. Just nice planned out welcome back event to the club. I want to show that we all really care, you know? That sounds great. I was really thoughtful of Monica planning an entire party for Sayori. Nothing else, she loves the snacks. Speaking of which, well, if I can suggest something... I grab a large bar of white chocolate and hand it over to her. Monica turns over the bar, her eyebrows raised as she reads over the nutrition label. Isn't this a bit too sugary? That's the point. This is what we're talking about after all. Aha, good call. I'm a bit close when it comes to these kind of things, so I appreciate the direction. I would be too if I had known her for 13 years. So don't worry about it. Unsure what to pick for Natsuki, I take the safe bet and grab a cupcakes placed in my basket. Monica and I head over to the self-checkout tills, both of us scanning our items, waiting to be rung up so we could pay. Since you're going to reschedule, wouldn't it be a good idea to hold off and buy you things later? She shrugs nonchalantly. Well, I'm already here, might as well get them now. I can afford this, it'd be a waste to have to put all these back on the right shelves. I'll toss them in the fridge and bring them in on Monday. They'll still be fresh by then, I guess. And, what are you going to do at the club instead? That's a good question, I haven't really thought of that. Now, maybe I could suggest they write a poem during the club during the hours. It could encourage them in cooperation. Maybe they could develop their writing styles with each other. Which could be wonderful. I would really love it if we could just treat the club more like a team. You do not look good. You imagine Natsuki and you writing a poem together? She's gone into a non-characteristic rabbit tendency. I realize something. I can't really say anything about Natsuki's absence. Guess she'll have to find out on her own. I hate keeping secrets like this, but I made a promise. Yeah, that'd definitely be interesting. Yeah. After paying for our items, we head out to the store with our bags in tow. Well, I guess it's where we part ways. You sure you can't come to the club? I'm sure I'm... Do some bad juggling to reach my phone and glance at the time. Oh no. Running way later than I should be anyway. I see. Yeah. It was nice seeing you, Monica. So, Monday? Wouldn't miss it for the world. Sorry, needs the support. Great, I'll see you then. Take care, Echo. She turns away and walks on the other side of the street, heading towards school. I start my way home, walking at a brisk pace. Monica hit it well, but I could feel her disappointment. Oh, Natsuki doesn't show up either. Why is nothing going the way I thought it would? First time I talked to Monica, she looked like she had everything together, but now she looks like she hasn't slept in days. So I was depressed. Even if I could see the future, I wouldn't have believed it. I mean, Natsuki's living in my house, for goodness sake. And me? If I'd known the stress and anxiety that being involved in this club would have caused, I probably wouldn't have joined in the first place. I mean, who would? It was all cute girls and fun poems at first. Now it feels like I haven't seen words on papers in years. But Regardless of how I feel about the whole ordeal, I'm not leaving anytime soon. If I hadn't joined the club, Natsuki would still be stuck with her abusive partner, with nobody to help her. And sorry, she'd be. I feel my chest tighten as my heartbeat accelerates. I struggle to maintain my breath as I hold myself against the wall to regain my composure and keep myself from collapsing. However, that does little to stop my mind and heart from racing. Would she? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It didn't happen. I'm here now. I need to keep myself together. If only to have Natsuki be there for the club. The club? It's funny, really. I joined the club, but I still haven't read a single book. Ironic in a way. I'm sure Natsuki would disagree. I lift the bag to my not so injured arm and start walking again. I need to hurry. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please consider liking and subscribing, as that will help push my video to more people. So stay tuned for part 2 of Act 2 of Doki Doki X Music Redux.